Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavad-Gita as it is, chapter 2, text 7. kārpaṇya-doṣopahata-svabhāvaḥ pṛcchāmi tvāṁ dharma-sammūḍha-cetāḥ yat śreyasya niścitaṁ brūhi tanme śiṣyas aham śādhi mam tvām prapannam. Anybody wants to recite, please?
kārpaṇya-doṣopahata-svabhāvaḥ.
Word to word. kārpaṇya of miserliness. Doṣa by the weakness. Upahata being afflicted. Svabhāvaḥ characteristics. pṛcchāmi I am asking. tvām unto you. Dharma religion. Sammūḍha bewildered. Cetāḥ in heart. Yat what? Śreyaḥ all good. Syāt maybe. Niścitam confidently. Brūhi tell. Tat that. Me unto me. śiṣyah disciple. Te your. Aham I am. śādhi just instruct. Mam me. tvām unto you. Prapannam surrender. Translation. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of my miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. Please repeat. Now I am confused about my duty and have lost all composure because of miserly weakness. In this condition, I am asking you to tell me for certain what is best for me. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. Purport by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. By nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. In every step, there is perplexity, and therefore it behooves one to approach a bona fide spiritual master who can give one proper guidance for executing the purpose of life. All Vedic literatures advise us to approach a bona fide spiritual master to get free from the perplexities of life, which happen without our desire. They are like a forest fire that somehow blazes without being set by anyone. Similarly, the world situation is such that perplexities of life automatically appear without our wanting such confusion. No one wants fire, and yet it takes place, and we become perplexed. The Vedic wisdom therefore advises that in order to solve the perplexities of life and to understand the signs of the solution, one must approach a spiritual master who is in the disciplic succession. A person with a bona fide spiritual master is supposed to know everything. One should therefore remain in material perplexities, but one should not therefore remain in material perplexities, but should approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of this verse. Can read though. Who is the man in material perplexities? It is he who does not understand the problems of life. In the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the perplexed man is described as follows. Yo va etad aksharam gargi abhiditva samal lokat prayati sa kripanaha. He is a miserly man who does not solve the problems of life as a human and who thus quits this world like the cats and dogs without understanding the signs of self-realization. This human form of life is a most valuable asset for the living entity who can utilize it for solving the problems of life. Therefore, one who does not utilize this opportunity properly is a miser. On the other hand, there is a Brahmana, or he who is intelligent enough to utilize this body to solve all the problems of life. Etat aksharam gargi viditvasmal lokat prayati sa brahmana. The Krupanas or miserly persons waste their time in being overly affectionate for family, society, country, etc. in the material conception of life. One is often approached to family life, namely to wife, children, and other members on the basis of skin disease. The Kripana thinks that he is able to protect his family members from death, or the Kripana thinks that his family or society can save him from the verge of death. Such family attachment can be found even in the lower animals who take care of children also. Being intelligent, Arjuna could understand that his affection for family members and his wish to protect them from death were the cause of his perplexities. Although he could understand that his duty to fight was awaiting him, still, on account of miserly weakness, he could not discharge the duties. He is therefore asking Lord Krishna, the Supreme Spiritual Master, to make a definite solution. He offers himself to Krishna as a disciple. He wants to stop friendly talks. Talks between the master and disciple are serious. And now Arjuna wants to talk very seriously before the recognized spiritual master. Krishna is therefore the original spiritual master of the science of Bhagavad-Gita, and Arjuna is the first disciple for understanding the Gita. How Arjuna understands the Bhagavad-Gita is stated in the Gita itself, and yet foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit to Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within Krishna. There is no difference between Krishna's within and without, and one who has no sense of this understanding is the greatest fool in trying to understand Bhagavad-Gita. Om Ajnana-timirandhasya Jnana-salakaya Chakshurunmilitam yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadadnikam. Vande Ham Shri Guru Shri Uttapada Kamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavansya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatha Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Visakha Nitans. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priya. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण। Welcome all to our Bhagavad-Gita discussion. I humbly seek all of your blessings to share some of my understanding from this verse. So, here we are in chapter 2, text 7. So, kārpaṇya-doṣopahata-svabhāvaḥ pṛcchāmi tvāṁ dharma-sammūḍha-cetāḥ. Here, Arjuna is perplexed. He is in confusion. And Srila Prabhupada has in a very big purport, and whole purport he has divided into 4 sections. Beginning of the section of this verse talks about this material world is designed in such a way that every man will be in perplexity. And second section, that if somebody is in perplexity, what he is supposed to do. And then Prabhupada explains there are 2 types of people in this world. One is they are not worried about anything. They just live like cats and dogs, in his language Prabhupada explains. They are not worried. And another group of people that they understand the problems of life and they want to take steps to solve these problems. So we'll go step by step. Now coming back to the situation, all of us, we have been hearing Arjuna's precarious position. What is his position now? Because Krishna has already brought Arjuna in front of battlefield. The war is declared, and now he is seeing Bhishma, Drona and other relatives. And in the first chapter he has given 4 reasons, and in second chapter beginning he has given the 5th reason. Now he is telling that I am not able to take any decision. Why? Because I am perplexed. I am confused. Dharma-sammūḍha-cetāḥ. Sammūḍha-cetāḥ. Sammūḍha means bewildered. My consciousness is bewildered. Why? Because of dharma. What is that dharma? What is dharma for Arjuna? He is a kshatriya. And kshatriya's dharma is to fight. And he is not able to fight. He is telling this is upahata-svabhāvaḥ. My nature is to fight, but I am not able to fight. That is, my nature is afflicted by something, doṣa. What is that doṣa? I am a kshatriya. I am supposed to fight. Everything ready, but I am not able to fight. So there is a problem behind it. So what is that doṣa? Is that kārpaṇya. kārpaṇya-doṣopahata-svabhāvaḥ. It is because of my weakness of heart, kripana. So that is the reason he is explaining, he is opening his heart to Krishna. My dear Krishna, now I am in this condition, this pathetic condition. I am not able to do. I am not able to take a decision what I am supposed to do. So here, what is Arjuna thinking? He is thinking he is very intelligent. Prabhupada explains that Arjuna is very intelligent. So he is thinking that in front of me war is there. So I have to take a decision either to fight or not to fight. If I don't fight, then what will happen? My only means of living is begging. I have to beg and live my life. And if I fight, what will happen? I am going to be the cause of so many non-violence. Then he is thinking that it is not guaranteed that I will win, because it is uncertainty. Anyway, they have also warriors and we have also warriors. It is not certain that I may win. The fourth thing is telling, even if I win, my win also considered as a defeat. Why? Because they will die. Without them, how I can live happily? My teacher is dying, my grandfather is dying, how I can live happily? So these are his considerations. That wherever I look, I am completely confused. What I am supposed to do? We can see also this perplexity. Prabhupada explains here, by nature's own way, the complete system of material activities is a source of perplexity for everyone. All of us must have experienced. A student goes to school. As soon as he passed out from 10th standard, he has to think whether I should take commerce or science or arts. As soon as he graduated, then he will think what type of job I should take, where I should move. The same thing happened to those who are practicing devotional life also, devotional service, where as soon as I can say my experience or what I have heard also from others, because we are so inspired by devotional service, the brahmachari thinks that whether I should remain brahmachari or I should marry. Or the grihastha thinks that should I continue with my grihastha life, I will enjoy everything, and at the old age I will renounce everything and I will join Hare Krishna group. Or I should take the process very seriously and I will motivate everyone, my wife, children and others, everybody will be Krishna conscious. Or should I renounce everything and go to, because this family life is a great burden. And he will quote from Shastra also. He says, "Tyaktva sadharmam charana bhunjam harer bhajana pakata pate tatadi yatra ko abhadra abhusyakim ko varta apta bhajatam swadharmat." He will quote from the verse that yes, Tyaktva sadharmam, my dharma is the actual grihastha. I should maintain my family members. But it's no problem, because Shastra says, give up everything, go to Vrindavan, practice Krishna consciousness. Even if you fall down, there is no loss. And sometimes he heard from the different lecture, he says that yes, this woman is just like a Maya. He comes in the form of death to embrace you. And don't be attracted that. So don't go to this grihastha life. So everybody is confused. Like our Srila Bhakti, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur writes in Madhurya Kadambini that there is a Nishtha Bhakti and Anishtita Bhakti. Because everybody has to pass through. First they have to come to Shraddha stage, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, then Nishtha. So before Nishtha, these 4 stages are Anishtita Bhakti. And there are 6 stages of Anishtita. Like one is your Ghana Tarala. Okay. Another, first is Utsahamai. When the people will be very over enthusiastic. The moment they join Krishna consciousness, they will be over enthusiastic. Then comes Ghana Tarala, sometimes thick, sometimes thin. Sometimes they will get up at 2 o'clock, sometimes they will get up at 7 o'clock. That type of bhakti. Another third is Vyudha Vikalpa. Vyudha Vikalpa means that they are not able to take decision properly. So in that Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur explains that many devotees, they struggle in this stage whether they should remain brahmachari or they should go to grihastha life. Whether if the grihastha thinks whether I should continue grihastha life or I should live, maintain a sannyas. So it is going on everywhere in the every field, and it is the material world is such that whether we want or don't want, these things will come. It is just like a blazing fire in the forest. Nobody wants fire, but it comes. By the friction of bamboos, it will be fire. So happiness, distress, whether you want or don't want, definitely it will come in life. Vyasadeva says that taseva heto prayateto kobito nalabhyate brahmatam upari adha talabhyate dukhavat anyatah sukam kalena sarvatra gabhira ramasa. Definitely, just like we are receiving miseries in our life, same way happiness will come, same way dualities will come. It is unavoidable. It is just like a get one free, buy one get one. Now actually buy one get three. We are getting birth, with that package coming old age, disease, death. So our life actually filled with perplexities, because material world is designed like that. You cannot escape from this. So that's why he is telling kārpaṇya-doṣopahata-svabhāvaḥ. I am a kripana. Who is a kripana? Prabhupada explains, he who does not understand the problems of his life. What is the problems of life? Birth, death, old age, disease. Every moment, padam padam yat vipadam. And he is telling that kripana, in our material world, who is a kripana? He has lot of wealth, but he does not use for the purpose for which the wealth should be used. So there is a very nice story. There was a miser person in a village, and he does not spend a single paisa for anybody. And everybody was really, they get into it, that somehow will give some punishment. That time the king's ruling was there. So somehow they cut in some cases, and they took to the king. The king told that, okay, for your crime, these are the three punishments. You choose. One is that either you give 50,000 or you have to 50 caned. People will beat you 50 times with that chabuk. Or you can drink 5 kg ghee. So the kripana thought, yeah, freely ghee is available, let me drink. Why I should give 50,000 and 50 cans? No. He is telling one choose. So anyway, I need not to purchase ghee. Now my quota will be fulfilled. So the citizens, they means that prajas, means whoever their secretary and all, they came and they started drinking. He took 1 kilo, 2 kilo, 3rd kilo he faces very difficulties. He could not take. And up to 4 kg gone, after that he started vomiting. And whatever they vomit, they also put in his mouth. So like this we are going. So he told, no, I'll give 50,000. I'll take 50 cane. That's because he does not want to spend money. So they started beating. And he went up 30, 40. After that he told, I cannot tolerate. Then give 50,000. So finally he has to give 50,000. So same way, in our material world, we are simply telling people to chant Hare Krishna. Nobody is listening. They are going through so many struggles, so many problems. And when they are going to die, they are not able to speak. Somebody has to tell Hare Krishna, tell Hare Krishna. They will put some Ganga Jala, they will put in the mouth. very precarious condition. They will go to hospital, one leg will be hanging, there will be some mask will be. This is a tortured life actually. They are called kripana actually. The purpose of human life. What is the purpose of human life? They are not, those who are not understanding, they are actually kripana. Because they are valuable time. They can easily come understand why I am suffering. Athato Brahma Jigyasa. I am not supposed to suffer. Why I am suffering? Who am I? How I can solve? Suppose I am afflicted by disease. Is it good to go through the suffering or ask somebody that I am suffering from disease, please suggest me what to do? They are not doing that. So although everybody are suffering, why the Prabhupada explains Kripana is a person, he thinks, no, I am happy with my wife, I am happy with my children. Why? Because at the time of danger, I can save him by my wealth or by my strength. Or if I am in disease condition, if I am in a problem, they can save me. So this is the conception I and mine. Punsa striya mithuni bhavametam tayor mitho grantham hridyaho ato gruha khetre sutapta viteir janasya moha ayam aham mameti. That this sexual attraction is so strong between male and female that whatever byproducts comes, gruha, kshetra, kalatra, they become so attached, me and mine conception, they completely forget the purpose of human form of life. This is the complete illusion. Deha apatra kalatradisu atma sanyasva satsu api tesam pramata nidhanam pasyanapi na pasyati. Though they see, they cannot see. Why? Because they are thinking that this wife, these children, this wealth, they are my soldiers. But they don't understand, they are the fallible soldiers. Today is there, tomorrow they will not be there. That point they don't understand. They think that I will live eternally. That is the problem. But Prahlad Maharaj has already explained in his prayer that these people, they don't take shelter of Krishna because they think that parents can save the child, or the doctor or medicine, they can save the patient, or the boat can save the drowning man. That is their wrong conception. They are completely illusioned. So that's why Prabhupada is saying that these are there compared to, they die like cats and dogs. Because why they comparing? The animals also having this love, affection, everything. They have also love, they have affection, more than actually human beings. The birds take more care for their children. I heard that when a bird gives offspring, bird goes, that mother goes to long distance to get some sweet water with her beak, bring that water and comes, open the mouth of the child, then put that water. Same way, in different ways they give protection. So that is not the important thing, but they don't understand. They are suffering like that. They have nothing to, there is nobody to ask, I am suffering, give some solution for that. That's a human form of life is very important. Nate vidu swartha gati hi Vishnu. That our swartha gati is actually to worship Krishna, worship Vishnu. That will bring us to the platform of knowledge. Those are kripanas, they are in ignorance. So because of that miserly weakness, they are remaining in lower realization. What is the lower realization? There are 5 types of realization. Although we are human beings, still we are in the lower platform because of different types of realization. There are 5 types of realization, like Annamaya, Pranamaya, Jnanamaya, Vijnanamaya and Anandamaya. Annamaya means I want to, whatever he seeks, how I have to eat. That's all. He does not know anything. That's the animal life. So if he human, in human form of life, if he behaves like that, so that means he is on my platform. So here Prabhupada explains that because of that living like cats and dogs, these human beings, those who do not understand the problems of life, they die like cats and dogs. So it's very dangerous things. So here Arjuna thinks that why I should be, what is his doṣa? That he is attached to his relatives, to his family members. But he does not understand there is a higher purpose behind all these things. Everything has a purpose. So he has to understand what is the purpose. What is the purpose of my life? Why I am standing here? Whom to follow? So that's why telling, Yat syān niścitam brūhi tanme. I am completely confused. My body is trembling, bow and arrow slipping from my hand. I am not within my control. My dear Krishna, please tell me what is best for me. Here, he is completely opening his heart. So it is very important for us that when we are struggling in our life, we should open our heart. And we should not tell that keeping our agenda, keeping intact and seeking solution externally, it will not help. Means we have to be fully pure. Here, when Arjuna is speaking like this, Krishna is thinking that you are my friend. And if I give some suggestion, something, you will not hear, because I told you to fight, again you are doing all these things. Then Arjuna is saying, śiṣyas aham śādhi tvām prapannam. He is telling that I am accepting you as my spiritual master. Now I am your disciple and a soul surrender unto you. Please instruct me. So here Prabhupada explains that the other type of people, those are Brahmanas. Brahmanas, they are intelligent. Whenever they go through the difficulties, immediately they ask, I am not supposed to go through the sufferings. Why I am going through? They ask, like when Parikshit Maharaj got cursed that within 7 days you are going to die. So immediately he went, approached different sages and asked the question, what is the duty of a person who is going to die? When Mother Devavati was going through a lot of difficulties, she asked Kapil Dev, what is the goal of my life? What I am supposed to do? Like those are sages of Naimisharyan, they asked the question to Sutta Goswami. The people are in the Kali Yuga, they are completely degraded, short lives, very disturbed. What they supposed to do? Please tell us how they can be relieved from this mental miseries. So intelligence has these are the symptoms of a person who is intelligent. They discriminate good and bad, sufferings, auspiciousness, inauspiciousness, and accordingly they consult. That's why he is telling, śiṣyas aham śādhi tvām prapannam. Now I am your disciple. Prabhupada explains that friendly, as long as we are friendly talks and all these things, there is a chance of familiarity and there will be no seriousness. So he is telling that Arjuna is becoming very serious and he knows that here Krishna he is the person who can guide me in the right direction. So I am surrendering. And he is telling you, give me śreyas, what is best for me. He is not compromising the thing. There are two things. One is śreyas and another is prayas. Prayas means immediately what I will get. But śreyas means what is ultimate good. I am not telling you just give me some temporary relief what I am going through. No. You give me what is best for me. And that is the way actually we are supposed to ask our spiritual master. We should be completely open in front of our spiritual master. That I am a surrendered soul and please guide me how I can live my life. So that I will come closer to Krishna. And that is the way of asking, that is the way of approaching to a spiritual master. It is not that keeping so many agenda and going to spiritual master, taking his permission to do the things. So that's why Prabhupada explains that one should approach a bona fide spiritual master for the ultimate goal of life, not for temporary benefit. Because we have seen in Bhagavatam also, when Nrsimhadev was fully happy, fully satisfied with Prahlad Maharaj, he told, what do you want? Please ask a benediction. He told, I am happy. I am very happy and satisfied with your relationship. What type of benediction I will get? I am not a businessman. I will do some business with you, give me this. And those, he explains there, Prabhupada also explains, that those spiritual masters who are having a hidden motive to get some benefits, get some service from the disciple, or the disciple who is having agenda to get from spiritual master, they are just like mercantile people. They will not attain the ultimate goal of life. Because the ultimate purpose of our life is to serve Krishna, to restate in our original constitutional position, Jivera Swarupa Krishna Nitya Das. In that position we will be happy and satisfied. That is our dharma. Arjuna wants to resituate in his original constitutional position. Because he is not there, that's why he is feeling very uncomfortable, just like a fish out of water. As long as the fish is in the water, he is comfortable. The moment you bring out, completely flapping. Same way, why Arjuna experiencing these things? Because he is not able to decide what to do. Now for temporarily, because Krishna puts him in bewilderment, he is feeling little uncomfortable. So that's why he explained that śiṣyas aham śādhi tvām prapannam. I am your disciple, please instruct me. Now somebody can say that now we don't have direct access to Krishna. So what we supposed to do? Because we are also going through different perplexities. We have to take decision for every step, what we should do. Krishna tells, wait for a minute. Come to 4th chapter, 4.34. Tadvidi pranipatena pariprasnena sevaya upadeksanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Approach a bona fide spiritual master. Ask questions, render service. Surrender unto him, he will give the knowledge. And Krishna says also, tameva saranam gaccha, in 18th chapter, that take shelter of, because as long as we are here in a conditioned state, Paramatma is there with us. So if you are really serious and sincere, Paramatma will inspire you from within. And Krishna said that I personally manifested, descended in Archa form, deity form. We can go and offer prayers. Krishna will definitely hear. What is that? Sadvidhi, Saranagati, Hoive Jahara, Tahara, Pratana Sune, Sri Nanda Kumar. He personally in the deity form, we can go and approach. Definitely there will be reciprocation. So Guru, sadhus are there, scripture, Srila Prabhupada has put all his solutions to this Bhagavad-Gita. That's why I am telling, this is a very wonderful sentence here. One should not therefore remain in material perplexities, but should approach a spiritual master. This is the purport of this verse. So don't say that I am helpless, I am in this problem. I am not helpless, we are not taking help. Help available. Sadhus are there, spiritual master is there, Shastra is there, everything is available. But we are not taking. So that means we are kripanas. It is not, this Bhagavad-Gita is not spoken to somebody else. He is addressing here directly. Krishna says, my dear Satyavrata Das, you are kripana. You are not taking shelter of this thing. So be intelligent. Okay, we'll stop here. Any comments? Yes.
Kripana means conjuice, right?
Kripana means?
Conjuice. So how, like if someone is not taking, then that person is kripana? Like I want to know. Like everything is available, but we are not taking because of ignorance or what? How it is making us kripana? Like kripana is conjuice actually they don't spend much or something.
Yeah, so we have valuable time, 24 hours with us. This time is meant for what? Suppose the mic is, there is a purpose for this mic. I have to speak. If I will take it and put bat with volleyball, this basketball or something, what will happen? So we are misusing. The time is meant for what? The time is given to us, actually it belongs to Krishna. Everything belongs to Isavasyam idam sarvam yat kin jagatyam jagat. So whatever animate, inanimate, anything, everything belongs to Krishna. And he has given this thing to use in his service. The time also he has given to us. So what is the purpose of given time? We have to worship. That's why when Parikshit Maharaj asked the question, Sukadeva Goswami says, he told that what is the duty of a person who is going to die? Are you going to die today or tomorrow or next 50 years, 60 years? One day or other will die. Okay. So he tells that, what is that? Srotavya kirtitavasya dheya pujyasya nitya. Tasmad bharata sarvatma bhagavan ishvara hari srotavya kirtitavasya dheya pujyasya nityada. 24 hours our duty is to hear, chant, glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If we are not doing that, that means thus valuable treasury is given to us and we are locked ourselves inside and we are doing something else. Like the kripana has so much money and he is not using. So that means he is kripana, he is conscious. That we are conscious. We are not using the time in proper way.
We do not want to use our intelligence.
We are not using our intelligence.
So it's kripana or it's misdirected. We do use our intelligence, but in a wrong way. So
That's a kripana.
different.
Yes.
Using it wrong way is kripana.
Here Prabhupada tells, hear this sentence, he is a miserly man who does not solve the problem of life as a human and who thus quits this world like the cats and dogs without understanding the science of self-realization. He has given clear-cut definition.
Yeah, the intelligence is required for solving the
Problems.
There's a difference between animal and a
Human being.
Human being applies on brain active.
Correct.
That's why he finds himself that what is the relation between me and the Lord active.
Correct.
Okay, animal do not find active. This.
Yeah, so that's what this is. Ahara nidra bhaya maithuna cha samanyam etat pasubhir naranam dharmo hi eka adhika visheso dharmena hina pasubhir saman. eating, sleeping, defending, mating, these four things common, man to animal. What is the difference? Dharma. What is that dharma? My relationship with Krishna. If that is missing, that means we are kripanas. That's all. Such a treasure is available, I am not using. That is the thing. Okay.
If we do not establish the relation between us and the Lord, actually, there is no purpose of Bhagavad-Gita.
Yeah,
Main
correct.
thing actually.
Yeah, that's
There
nice.
are two meanings of the kripan. One is who does not spend his money in the service of the Lord. And secondly, who does not spend his time in the service of Lord.
Correct. Good. Correct. Yes, ma'am.
Prabhu, in this last sentence, in the purport last word, and yet foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit to Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within Krishna. I don't understand this.
Yeah, so this is
Term.
many people, there are different types of people. There are atheists, and though in theists also those are, they think that okay, Krishna is not a person, he is just a light, okay, or he is impersonal. Those who are having this impersonal conception of life, for them, Prabhupada explains this, that Krishna is not a person, but then he has explained, Prabhupada, there is no difference between Krishna's within and without. Because whatever you see, everything belongs to Krishna. Krishna is a person. So there is no person. There is a light. Or somebody says that Brahma Jyoti. He is everything. So that type of conception Prabhupada explaining. Foolish mundane scholars explain that one need not submit Krishna as a person, but to the unborn within Krishna.
Could be Paramatma aspect.
Paramatma. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagavaniti. There are three features. It will okay. Somebody will say that I have Paramatma in my heart, so I am surrendering to Paramatma. But actually that is not that. We have to understand Krishna is the absolute truth, and he has given the instruction whom to follow, whom not to follow.
Because Dharam Jyoti and Paramatma are the plenary portions of Lord Krishna.
Yeah, different features.
Swanch.
You have Krishna one with Brahma-jyoti.
Correct.
So it is already connected.
Yeah.
No Jyoti without the source. You see, after the rest of the
Just like our sun.
sun, light. Yes.
That's a light. They will say that no, you need not to, because they cannot see the sun. It will not. No, there is no sun. Only light is everything. So that is that impersonal conception. Okay. Thank you very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.